Today we're going to be taking a look at Nintendo Switch eShop deals coming in under $10 or your regional equivalent, and here I cover the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. Now it's a good week as well because I not only have a winner to announce for a $10 eShop gift card, but also the winner of the digital copy of Welcome to Sandrock later in the video. Of course, then I do have another $10 eShop gift card to give away as well, and to enter for that one, drop a comment down below and that winner they'll be announced in next Thursday's video. I do quickly want to add as well, with us only being a few weeks away from Black Friday, going to be keeping it short and sweet with 10 games today for you all, and then a few physical deals, which is a new inclusion for the video. Now if you do enjoy this video as well, subscribe, it helps us out a huge amount. We're pushing for 60,000 subscribers in 2023 and we are so very close. Mighty Goose is now available at a new low price, 60% off, and this hidden gem is a run and gun shooter where you play as a bounty hunter Goose. Now what sets this game apart are the upgrade chips and secondary weapons, just changing up the way you play. Now the pixel art then is another highlight I do love. It's intentionally chunky, really gives the game this great style, and yeah, overall this one was a real surprise. It kind of came out of nowhere for me, and on top of all of this it even includes some vehicle gameplay, adding this extra boost of destructive capabilities. Now as for the story, it's straightforward stuff. You're up against the Fire King, who is invading with mechanized forces, and it's your job now to fight back. House of the Dead Remake is currently 75% off. That is a new at low price. Now I do want to be upfront here with you all. Wasn't a huge fan of this port personally, as you will see in my full review in the pinned comments. However, I do understand the nostalgia that many people have for it leads them to picking it up. The main issue for me was just the hardware compatibility. It's just not optimized for a light gun game. The reticle for me tended to drift, requiring frequent resets throughout my experience. Considering though the evident support put into this port, it really is a shame because overall I think the game looks fantastic. Still, look, if you're interested, it is at a good price and you can play it without motion as well if you are open to that, and that's going to be a simple case of moving the reticle with the joystick. Hijo, a Wild West tale, is a game that flew under the radar, but right now it's 65% off a new at low price. This is a spaghetti western stealth game in which you control a 6-year-old boy on the hunt for his missing mother. It's a really unique concept with a stunning art style that I feel deserved more attention. Expect here though to be using your surroundings to your advantage, and along the way you'll uncover an arsenal of toys to leverage as well as puzzles to overcome. Also, I really do like some of the location design packed in. Take a look at a review or two if you're unsure, and again, it's not been covered in too many places, but those that have played it tend to really like it. Descenders on the Switch might not be the most visually stunning game, but it is a unique sporting experience. It combines downhill and mountain biking with roguelike elements, where you're building out a career, gaining sponsors, and trying to conquer various tracks and mountains. However, be prepared here to start over each time if you do happen to fail enough times on the track, and I promise you here that is definitely gonna happen. What's impressive is the game's fast pace though, and how quickly you can get the hang of it. The gameplay basically just, I guess, feels just right, and there are some incredible moments packed in as well. Rounding it out then, the drum and bass heavy soundtrack might not be everyone's cup of tea. I personally like it, but the gameplay loop itself is addictive. Then with a new low price of 65% off, I do think it is well worth it. My review is in the pinned comment if you do want to learn more about this release. Gunman Clive HD Collection is a steal, and matching the low price with 60% off. Now this game has always been super budget, but I especially love it when it hits this price. Now if you haven't already added it to your library, I do think it is well worth it, and this collection bundles together the first and second games from the series, presenting a straightforward run and gun adventure set in what I'd call an unconventional Wild West, and by unconventional I mean just take a look at the dinosaur on the eShop page. It's simple but really well done, and I love that visual style as well. It's a really unique look. On that visual style as well, Super Punch Patrol replicates the look because it comes from the same developer. This time, however, he tackled the side-scrolling beat-em-up genre, and the influences are clear, games like Streets of Rage. Now this one packs a few playable characters with different styles, an interesting world, a local co-op, and generally it's the same deal. It's impressive for the low starting price, and now it's an even better deal matching the low price, and that is 60% off. The story then saved the day from an evil crime syndicate, the usual affair, shall we say, for this genre, but who needs a story? We just really want the punch stuff. My review of this one is in the pinned comment, so do check that out if you are curious. Necrosphere is a unique take on the Metroidvania genre, described as a bite-sized game that's controlled using only 2 buttons. Now its focus is on super tight platforming, comparable to games like Super Meat Boy. I was so impressed with it that I ended up getting a limited physical edition for the Vita, and then I double dipped for this Switch release. The game's retro visuals might not appeal to everyone, but for those that don't mind the style, the journey to escape the afterlife is both brutally challenging and incredibly entertaining. However, a word of caution, this game isn't for those who easily get frustrated. The challenge it poses, it isn't worth risking a broken Switch, so do consider your temperament before diving in. It's 70% off, matching the low price. Quickly then, physical deals. I've added Amazon discounts over the last couple of weeks, which has been a popular inclusion, but for the sake of not missing good offers, I will be going beyond $10, as often these sales are over before you know it. Now I do have affiliate links in the pinned comment if you do want to check these out. It supports the channel directly, so I'd appreciate you going ahead and using them. So here's my picks from what I'm seeing. Pocky and Rocky Reshrined gets a new low price, 61% off. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R is a new low price with 62% off. Bayonetta 3 Trinity Masquerade Edition, that's 33% off, a new low price. And then finally, 2 I mentioned previously, but these were popular options. Wreckfest is 50% off, matching the low, and Remnant from the Ashes is 38% off. Again, these are all physical deals, but the links in the pinned comment, they should take you to your relevant region. Everspace Stellar Edition is back, matching the low with 75% off. This action-packed space shooter adds elements of the roguelike genre, and overall, I do think this is a great port. It looks fantastic, and I love the universe it presents, and just overall, if you like space combat, I do think this game is a must-buy. What sets it apart for me are the various ships and upgrades available. It's just really fun to go ahead and experiment with. I also love the cockpit view as well that they did pack in. Then on top of all of this, expect crafting elements, and this Stellar Edition packs a whole lot of extras. That includes the Encounters DLC, which introduced a new ship, side missions, weapons and aliens. Then it also packs a digital art book and the soundtrack. This one is well worth a look. Our first winner of the week then, this is for the $10 eShop gift card. It's going to T-Puppy, who is doubling up with Oxenfree and Grim Fandango, and a hell of a combination there, both quality games. Congrats on the win though, drop me an email for the code, and everyone else, the winner for my time at Sandrock is coming up here shortly in the video. Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion is definitely one of the most uniquely titled games out there, and if you're a fan of old school Zelda-like experiences, this game is absolutely worth your attention. Its retro visuals give a clear nod to that classic era, and in this adventure, you play as title Turnip Boy, who finds himself in debt to Mayor Onion. The storyline packs a great sense of humour, as you'll be unravelling the mystery behind this debt. Is it all really yours, and is the government in this vegetable world corrupt? These are just some of the questions you'll be exploring. The game then blends combat, exploration and environmental puzzles, and overall, really do love this game, especially if you have an OLED for handheld play, because these visuals on it look absolutely stunning. Right now then, it's back, matching the low with 66% off, and if you do want to learn more about it, I actually did a video on top Zelda alternatives, so I'll add that to the pinned comment below. The winner of the copy of My Time at Sandrock then is going to Enrique, who's been waiting for it since Porsche. Congrats on the win, Enrique. Drop me an email for the code and I'll get you hooked up as quickly as possible. Thanks then to everyone who took part as well. We got plenty of giveaways coming up for the month of December, so do stay tuned for those. Monster Sanctuary gets a new low price with 75% off. It's a unique game that mixes Metroidvania-style exploration with Pokemon-like monster collecting and battles. Now you can also use these monsters to solve puzzles in the environment, and along the journey then you'll be engaging in strategic turn-based combat. The game features 111 monsters to discover, and they added a new modes recently for more replayability. That includes a randomizer, a permadeath mode. There's even an option for PvP battles online if you can get a few friends together who are willing to work on a squad. If you're into strategy and monster collecting, it is worth checking out at this price, but I think it flew a little under the radar and it definitely wasn't deserved. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week? Let me know in the comments. Once again then, congrats to our gift card winner and the winner of Welcome to Sandrock. Reach out to me via email, and everyone else then, drop your comments down below for your chance to win the $10 eShop gift card in next week's video. With that, a shout out to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.